So now we're going to look at library catalogs and database searching. So if you go to the library homepage, you're going to make it your starting point for research. You can do quick searches in the Primo Discovery Search, which is the main search bar on the Moon Library homepage. It searches the catalog. There's also research help and resources. I can show you where to go now. So if you go to esf.edu/moonlib, here's the Moon Library homepage. And this is Primo, where you can search, do quick searches. There's also where you can search just journals, search the databases, and it has descriptions of each database. And research guides. So you definitely want to start your search there. One thing to note is that articles are published in journals. They are not journals. Journals are not articles, and articles are not journals. Articles are published in journals. They're a write-up of research, a news story, individual topics, etc., and they can be print or electronic. Journals contain many individual articles, and they're published on a regular basis, so they're also serials or periodicals, and they can also be print or electronic. Databases in the library context are electronic collections of journals. So individual articles can be searched and located. You can browse whole journals, and they help you discover and access articles from many journals in one place. So keywords versus subjects using Primo. So keywords are words normal people would think of. They can appear anywhere in the record, like the title, author, subject, publisher, notes, etc. Library of Congress subject heading are officially sanctioned by the Library of Congress, and you'll never guess them on your own. They only appear in the subject section, so you're going to use keywords or titles to figure out the subject heading and get other results. So remember to use this strategy with other catalogs and databases as well. So if you go to Primo, and we'll search American chestnut. If you go over here to subject, these are where all the Library of Congress subject headings would be held. So, scholarly journal articles are secondary sources beyond books, and they contain articles by academics. They are always peer-reviewed by academics in this field. They're both digital and print, and they're kept in many places. This mostly depends on how old they are. So, discovery search versus journal databases. Discovery search is a tool to search many resources in one place. It searches the library catalog, journal databases, and many other places. Journal databases in the library context are electronic collections of journals. So again, individual articles can be searched and located, and there are general databases and specific databases for subjects. That's why they have summaries under each database on our page. So the advantages and disadvantages for discovery search are that you will get a lot more results. So you'll have to refine more to get scholarly articles and search for journals. But you'll also get many more books and a variety of results. So again, how to read a call number. On the book spine, you're going to read in alphabetical order, which specifies the subject area. Then you're going to read the whole number, which narrows the subject area. And then read alphabetically, then numerically, so the L and then the 5. And that relates to the author's last name in this case. And then read the letter alphabetically and number as a decimal, and that relates to a subject matter of of the book or the author. And then date published is always last. So if you didn't know or you never heard of Interlibrary Loan, it's a service that libraries provide where when you create an account for free, we'll get a book or an article from another library that has it. So if you go to the Moon Library website, you go to Resources, Interlibrary Loan, you can log in and request an article or a book, and articles are usually delivered to your email within a few days, and books are usually maybe a week, depending on what library we get it from. And you want to include as much information about your request as possible. So you can create an account for free. You just first-time user click here, and then fill out all of this information, and you would automatically get an account. Also, if you want to learn more or if you have any problems, you can email moon@esf.edu or call this number. And there's also a LibGuide for all about Interlibrary Loan. So how to request an item, renewing items, campus delivery, frequently asked questions, and how it works. So that's a cool resource that's through the library. So here's a video on library catalogs. So I just want you to watch that and then come back to the PowerPoint. So here's a view of a record once you search for an item. So Carbon-14 was searched in the Discovery Service, and here is where you'll see the items received. Here is a brief view of the item record, and then there's a link that it shows that the full text is available, and you can link right to it. It shows if it's available or not, and the location at the library, where the collection, if it's periodicals, or the main location, or if it's a different library location like the Adirondack Ecological Center or the Ranger Station, and then the call number. And then over here to the right are the limiters, and you can sort by relevance, title, author, etc. So once you get your list of results, you want to refine your search, sort the list, select records for future printing, emailing, saving, or exporting, and then locate full text of items from the list. So how to save it, let's go back to the library website. And if we want to search Carbon-14, and we want to save this article. Here we can send it to our email, we can print it out, we can look at the citation on how to cite it, and here's the full text availability. And then up here is also where we can add this item to our saved list if we're signed in, but you have to make sure you're signed in. And then once you do that and you're signed in, you can view your search history and your favorites, which are your saved items. So that's good to know once you obtain your results. Okay, so beginning your search, you're going to search databases and or the discovery search. You're going to place your search term in the search boxes. You're going to use the advanced search option. You're going to start broad and then narrow your results, and you're going to consider limiters. Now once you get your results, you're going to evaluate your search results, read all the screens, think rats. So look through your results list. How many results are there? How else can you limit your results? Read through summaries or the table of contents and the abstract. Export citation information to your citation manager, but always verify that it is in the correct format. You can add articles to folders and create an account within the database. And you can look to find full text or request interlibrary loan. So finding information at ESF or beyond, you can see the guide to finding primary sources. These are just print sources, and then you can use Quest and WorldCat for digitized sources. You can view these links. I'll have this PowerPoint posted. You can see research guides on finding primary sources, an online databases page, and again, Quest for print sources. And then think critically about free internet sources. Microfilm, you can use Quest and there's an advanced search and you can limit to microfilm. Newspapers, you can see a newspaper's research guide and collection page. And then for archival sources, you can look at archival resources and Archives USA. And also we have an archives research guide. So if you go to the research guide and you can enter archives, there's a bunch of articles about archives. If you just want the research guide, there's Fletcher Steele. There's one just about Fletcher Steele. There's one just about William Harlow. Marshall family. So there is a bunch of archival materials, but again, you can always ask a librarian for information on our archives. So if you need more help, you can go to the library homepage. There's research help, and there's a department liaison, which is there's a list of departments. Each department has a librarian liaison to help with research. There's, again, research guides for all departments, some courses and library resources. And there's also a section for frequently asked questions. So these are linked. These will be linked in the PowerPoint. If you want help from a real person, you can contact the librarian directly. It has all of our contact information in the directory. You can visit or call the circulation desk. You can email ask@esf.libanswers.com, and then you can look at the frequently asked questions. So what is the main difference between using library databases and search engines? Well, databases are not the internet. We access databases with internet browsers, but we are not searching the internet. So another question is, can't you find information contained in databases if you use internet search engines? No. Copyright protects authors and publishers from other people copying their work without permission. If published material could be accessed for free on the internet, then authors and publishers cannot make money. Libraries pay to have access to this information through databases. And then, so which is best, the internet or databases? It depends on the information you want. Consider that anyone can publish anything on the internet, so you must be willing to sort through and evaluate an internet site's content. Databases are more credible because publishers have checked the contents for accuracy and credibility. And I'm going to have to make another PowerPoint for the rest of this presentation, so go to that one next. Thanks, guys.